and of course your very hardworking team for inviting me and my delegation to be part of this hearing to provide their views on this very important bill. Firstly, we must say that for my team, we have not been part of any consultation on the bill. The task force from the Ministry of Commerce went through the bill with us just yesterday afternoon. So we might not, and of course we received a copy of the bill last week, so we didn't have time to really scrutinize and understand the bill in its entirety. So we might not fully understand the bill in its entirety, especially the technical aspects of the bill, let alone the negative impacts it might have on our provinces and people. That means, Mr. Chairman, we might not be able to contribute as much as we would have liked to this important bill. So, in the future, we want to see a more consultative process to allow us time to fully understand and participate in the discussions on this important legislation that could have a greater impact on our province and people. However, Chairman, having said that, we don't want to undermine the amount of hard work that has been put into this bill. We understand that the task force and of course the government has been working on this with consultation done in the provinces before we come in. We hope that the feedback from those consultations have been fully considered and accommodated in the final draft. So, Mr. Chairman, overall, we hope that with good intentions, the bill has been developed to address one of the most important challenges that our country faces since independence. And that is how to build our economy for the benefit and the enjoyment of our people. And if that is the whole intention of the bill, my team are willing to support it. Mr. Chairman, the story of my province, as you might have been aware, has been a sad one. As a host of the first capital of the country, we started off fairly well in terms of investment and some small but limited infrastructure in place. However, sir, successive national governments have allowed this investment to either be taken away or allowed to deteriorate to the point where a lot of money is needed to rehabilitate them. So, as far as we are concerned, we are just basically going to start from the scratch again. However, Mr. Chairman, our people need to be pulled out from the economic stagnancy and the level of poverty they are in. And if this bill is a way forward, we will be happy to support it. If the special economic zone can be an avenue to attract foreign investment, improve trade, and perhaps provide economic opportunities for our people in terms of employment, etc., then I think it's a good idea. Perhaps that is what our people have been waiting for. Maybe we should thank the government for bringing this bill to enable that to happen. However, Mr. Chairman, I would like to bring up the following as part of our contribution to this hearing. One, we want more involvement of the provincial governments in the process of developing the special economic zones in the province's jurisdiction. We want more say in the development and investments in the province. That is because any bad decisions made will have a direct impact on the livelihood of our people. We will be the ones who will live to bear the consequences of any bad decisions made, even with these good intentions. Land acquisition, number 2, land acquisitions for special economic zones must be properly done so that the provincial government and landowners are fully involved and are happy. If subsection 5 or division 2 of part 2 is meant to be a compulsory acquisition by the minister for land for the special economic zone, then we don't support it. We want all the acquisitions to follow the normal acquisition process with either the initiation by the landowners or with the full support of the landowners. Number 3, decisions made by the authority must not be politically influenced. The authority must be allowed to do its work independently without political influence and interference. That is why we don't support having a representative from the Policy Implementation Monitoring and Evaluation Unit to chair the review panel. In most cases, we understand that members of the PMU are politically appointed and might not be best suited to be tasked with such important work. We would like to see someone such as the Secretary to Cabinet to chair the review panel. Because as we see it, these are not for short-term policy and interest of any ruling government, but rather long-term investments that needs a stable and well-established committees to look after them. Number 4, incentives provided to special economic zone licensee and developers must not include fees and rates collected by the provincial governments, because we need those money to provide services to our people. As you are aware, provincial governments have limited avenue for revenue, and if these are removed further, it will put our provinces in a very bad financial situation. Number 5, our team would like to see the relationship between the national government and the provincial government must be a true partnership. We need to develop this country together. There needs to be genuineness in the partnership, because we all have a role to play, not only in the development and investment, but also in the protection of our natural resources. Lastly, Mr. Chairman, Osemitalium earlier finished. We want to see more of this consultation coming down to the provinces. And we thank you and of course your committee for inviting us to this very important hearing today. To us it's very, very important. And we want to see more of that. I think that's all from us for now, and if you have any questions, we are happy to answer any question or comments later on. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you very much, Honorable Premier, Central Provincial Government.